Yes guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We are back with another MUFC Rumour Rater where we go through all the latest transfer rumours linking players with moves to Manchester United and players going from Manchester United, and we will be rating those rumours on how much we think they are likely to be pulling off or coming through in the transfer market. So make sure you're getting your rumour ratings in those comments below for all the rumours we speak about today. And we have got so much to go through. A few of the usual suspects in Grealish, Sancho, Partey, and we've got some new names popping up as well. The likes of Ndidi, Declan Rice is in the Rumour Rater this week, and of course Alexis Sanchez and Federico Chiesa. So we've got plenty to get stuck into today. Make sure you're keeping it locked here on AdamMcKola TV, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing as well. We've hit 70,000 subscribers recently. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed, and make sure you're hitting that subscribe button as well. And thanks to those guys that have joined the membership on AdamMcKola TV. We appreciate every single one of you. If you want to find out more, click that join button. But for now, let's get stuck into these transfer rumours. First things first, we go through Wilfred Ndidi to Manchester United. Now this is one that I think is more something that's come from fans. So fans have been saying, we want Wilfred Ndidi at Manchester United. And recently, he was asked about his future at Leicester City. And he's come out and said, well, I'm not really going anywhere. I'm happy at Leicester City. I'm going to stay here. Now, the Metro have written an article saying he's squashed talk of a move. Now, it's based on nothing. United haven't made a bid for him. No other clubs have seemingly made a bid for him. He's at Leicester City. Leicester City don't need the money. And United, if they go for anyone from Leicester City, it might be James Maddison, you know, who's possibly in one of our shortlists for players and attackers and midfielders. But it's probably not going to be Wilfred Ndidi as much as us United fans would want it to be. So this one is going to get a 1 out of 10 on the Rumour Rater from me. Next up's one that we covered on United Daily Live as well. Alexis Sanchez potentially moving to Inter Miami and being rescued by a former Manchester United number 7. Our current number 7 has reportedly purchased a property over in Florida. So now, because he's purchased a property there, this has fueled the rumours that he's going to be joining Inter Miami and becoming their marquee player, their new marquee signing. There's been links with Inter Miami and of course James Rodriguez, but the reports are that one's falling through. So if that falls through, they could be looking towards Alexis Sanchez now. He's a rich guy. He's earning a lot of money from Manchester United. He's going to be able to afford properties like the one that he is reported to have bought in Florida. So even if it's true that he's bought that property, then it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be going to Inter Miami. But I'm sure those are going to be the kind of clubs that are in and around and in after him. He's not going to really attract any European clubs. Inter Milan ain't going to want to keep him. So maybe he will be swapping Inter Milan for Inter Miami. He will be having to come back to Manchester in between that, as I'm sure he'll return to the club at some point when that loan ends or whenever football returns again. But I hope and I expect he'll be on his way out again, and that's why I'd give this one a 5 out of 10. There may be other clubs that come in for him, there may be other teams that want to sign him, but I'm sure Inter Miami would be interested, and I'm sure United would be interested in letting him go. So it's down to him. Is he going to take a pay cut to move on? That remains the only question in this one. 5 out of 10. Now, Jack Grealish has been linked with Manchester United for an awfully long time, and this week I saw a news article in the Birmingham Mail and it said it's over. Jack Grealish receives Manchester United transfer snub, and I was thinking, this is a bit serious, isn't it? Let me dig a little bit closer into this one, because as you guys know, I want Jack Grealish to play for Man United. I want him to come to the club. I've had my doubts. If we don't sell Paul Pogba, I'm not sure we'll get Jack Grealish, but he's continued to be linked with Manchester United. So I clicked on this article, I headed over there, checked it out, and guess what they were saying? Rio Ferdinand has basically given his transfer wish list and Jack Grealish wasn't on it. Therefore, it's over. No one said it's over. Rio Ferdinand never said it's over. He didn't even mention Jack Grealish, and even when listing his players, he said this list change on a daily basis, because if you ask me who do I want United to sign, that list will change on a daily basis, even though I'll commonly say Jack Grealish and Jadon Sancho. Birmingham Mail went whole hog with it. They got the click out of me. That's for sure. But make sure you lot ain't clicking on it. Don't click on that article. Now, with the rumour, Jack Grealish to Manchester United, I'm still confident we're interested. How interested, I'm not sure. Is he an alternative to Sancho? Is he an alternative if Pogba leaves? I'm not sure what the situation is. I'd love him at United. But I'd give this one a 5 out of 10 for now. Not the rumour of it being over, but the potential transfer to Manchester United. Now, as ever on the Rumour Rater, we'll have some chat about Jadon Sancho, and as I said, I want Jadon Sancho at Manchester United. That's clear. Michael Zorc, the Dortmund sporting director, has been speaking this week, and he said we will see what happens. We have a long-term contract with Jadon Sancho. This will not change now. We are totally relaxed about it. And Mohamed Bouafsi said United took the lead to sign Jadon Sancho prior to the lockdown. The club want to sign two attacking players, but the coronavirus pandemic has blocked negotiations, and I'm sure that will slow things down, as people don't know when the transfer window is going to be. Are the league campaigns going to be finished? No one knows yet, so we can't start talking about transfers because we don't know when the current campaign is going to end. But nevertheless, that bit that United want two attacking midfielders is good for me because I want Sancho and I want Grealish. But also, Dortmund are going to be very relaxed at this moment in time. They know they've got a valuable asset. They know clubs will want him. They know that they can open a little bit of a bidding war between the likes of United and Chelsea. It's just how much money they're going to get for him. I think it's pretty obvious he's going to leave in the transfer window. I'm confident United will get him. That scares me a little bit, and I'm still giving it a 9 out of 10. That hasn't changed. Obviously, things can go wrong. Transfers can fall through, and he could end up signing for Chelsea, and I could look stupid. But I'm pretty confident this one's going to happen. Now, we saw an article in British press this week based on some reports in Italy. United chief Ed Woodward has one key advantage over rivals in 61 million transfer rates. Now, before you click on that article, that key advantage was United are happy to pay wages. And the player we were linked to was Federico Chiesa of Fiorentina. Is worth around £61 million is believed to be the fee, or I'm not sure if it's a release clause, but around the fee, €70 million, what Fiorentina want for him. Probably not going to get that for him, and especially with what's going on in Serie A at the moment, you don't know what the financial position of these clubs is going to be. But Juventus are reported to be interested in him as well. He's a possible alternative to Jadon Sancho. He plays on the right wing. He can play as a forward. 22 years old, 26 appearances, 7 goals, 3 assists. Is he going to come to Manchester United? I wouldn't be surprised if we scouted him. I wouldn't be surprised to see, United have watched him and, he's on a possible list of alternatives, but I doubt he'd be high on that list. I'd give this one a 2 out of 10. I don't think it's going to happen. He's a talented player. He's got potential. I think he'll be still in Italy next season. He's probably one of those that will end up at Juventus. Thomas Partey, another player that Manchester United fans want to see their club sign, or at least a lot of them do. I've seen so many comments in videos that I've been doing. Thomas Partey, we need to sign Thomas Partey, and I agree. He's an absolutely outstanding player. Class for Atletico Madrid. Obviously come to the spotlight a lot in those Liverpool games. A lot more people became aware of him, but he's been doing it for Atletico Madrid for a while. Now he has a release clause of around 42.5 million. We'd heard recently that Atletico Madrid want to extend his contract and want to give him a bigger release clause, which would obviously make it more difficult for teams to sign him. But there are reports in Africa this week, and thank you to Sport Witness for digging this out, where he's saying that he loves the links to United. He's not keen on signing a deal at Atletico and could want to move in the next transfer window, which would obviously make things easier for someone like Manchester United. Now, are Manchester United actually interested in him? That's another story. They might not be there after him. They might have scouted him and not actually. And especially with Matic saying, we don't know what's going to go on. We've got Matic, Fred, McTominay, James Garner coming through, Dylan Levitt coming through. We got Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes. Have we got room in the team for another midfielder? I want Thomas Partey. I would sign Thomas Partey. But realistically, you've got to think, how would the board be looking at it? Now, they could delay a decision on signing a defensive midfielder until next summer and decide to go in for one then. But if I was them, I'd go all out for Thomas Partey. Now, I'll rate this one a 4 out of 10 because I believe there'd be some interest. I believe we would have scouted him. Be stupid not to. And I believe, if we want to sign a DM, if we've got the money there to do it, he would possibly be in a list of players to bring into the club. But I'm not sure whether we're actually going to be making bids for him and that. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him end up elsewhere. Arsenal, sign a new deal at Atletico Madrid or something like that. So 4 out of 10. Now finally, the one that I've been speaking about already on United Daily Live. And you guys know my opinion on this guy. I got into a spat with Rio Ferdinand on Twitter about it. The player himself was even snide liking some of my tweets after West Ham had beaten us. But Declan Rice continues to be linked with Manchester United. And the reports initially were West Ham were ready to sell for a fee of around £70 million, as they may have to bring in money for and sell some of their players. But the reports and MEN are saying that Manchester United have cooled their interest in Declan Rice. There was initial interest, especially last summer, but United aren't after him in this time. And I've got to say, with the kind of price tag that's been chucked about, and when you consider someone like Thomas Partey, you know, and if he is really loving the links to Man United and he's got a release clause of £42.5 million, why would you spend £70 million on a player like Declan Rice that, you know, I'd rather see James Garner given an opportunity, Scott McTominay playing, not spending £70 million on Declan Rice. I don't think he improves the team that much. If you're spending that much money on a player, it should be a player that's going to improve your first 11. I don't think he really does. Now, I could be wrong. I might be wrong. I've been wrong about players before. But 70, 80 million pound for Declan Rice, no thank you. And I'm very happy to hear these reports that United aren't actually interested in making a bid for him. I'll give this rumour a rating of 2 out of 10, both personally and in my mind. I don't think we're really going to sign a midfielder. That's why I'm not sure about Partey, but I'd rated that a little bit highly because I think a club would be daft not to be in for him for that price. But Declan Rice at that kind of money, surely United ain't even that daft. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It has been another MUFC Rumour Rater. Make sure you're getting your ratings in for everything we've discussed today. Jadon Sancho, Jack Grealish, Declan Rice, Federico Chiesa, Thomas Partey, Alexis to Miami, Ndidi to Man United. Get all your rumour ratings in the comments below. If there's any rumours I didn't discuss today but you want to see me discuss next week, comment them in the comments as well. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing and joining if you can. Keep it locked to AdamMcKola TV. For now, I have been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.